It's a long time since I spent 3 hours in a lecture theatre listening to every speech, but I have to say that was really fascinating and really interesting. And actually, I wrote a few things down, and I know it's late in the day, but I'm only going to take 2 or 3 minutes. But I wrote a few things down, and I just wanted to reflect on this from a personal viewpoint, which I, rather like KP, I was trained as a statistical decision theorist, not as a... I don't even have Buddhism as the religion, I have Welsh rugby as a religion. But nevertheless, what I would like to say is, one of the things that this whole afternoon has done, and it's been fascinating, insightful, as well as leading to perhaps cynical viewpoints at times. But the first thing I thought of was a Robert Burns quote, "Oh, to see ourselves as others see us." Or if any of you remember going into a circus or one of those things, I don't know what they call them in Singapore, but a fair, and there's a hall of mirrors. And you don't quite know which mirror to look in to decide what you like. But one of them is the truth, and you don't know what it is. So the first thing is, oh, to see ourselves as others see us. Then I asked myself the question throughout the afternoon, is mindfulness a journey? I mean, does mindfulness increase with age and experience? And I was wondering about that the whole way through, but then I realized that I now see, at least from age and experience, the benefit of having lived with my wife for the last 40 years, who actually is a trained psychotherapist. And I now know that at the end of my life as a dean, I listen more, reflect more, take time and space, and I realize I've become more mindful after several years at this game, and KP knows how many years I've been at this game. And then finally I realized, at last, what was the benefit of swimming as I do, and I have witnesses to prove this. I swim every morning for 400 meters, and actually what happens is, you swim along, and you do not conceive of time and space. I mean, actually what I do is I just swim up and down, don't think about anything, get out, dry myself, go up to the apartment, and write down the things that I was thinking about when I was swimming. And some of my best ideas have come from that kind of exercise. Now, I don't know if mindfulness is an exercise or whether you're taking yourself out of it, but the other metaphor for it is when you're in a plane, and I'm not one of these people who are young enough to have iPods, iPads, everything coming out of their orifices, and checking whatever they want to do about technology. I'm one of those people who doesn't watch movies, but actually uses the time before I go to sleep, which I can do quite easily, to reflect on where I've been. So I would say, after this afternoon, I commend everybody. The speeches were great, and I enjoyed very, very much the opportunity. And frankly, I've never sat for 3 hours in a lecture theatre. I'm told by some of my students that if you do, you lose the will to live. But very frankly, it was a real pleasure, and I really enjoyed being here this afternoon. And thank you so much, and Jochen, you in particular, for prizing $10,000 out of the business school kids.